am going to ruin wrestling.
I'm Omer,
I'm Trevor.
and this is
A T.
Graps. Hello, hello, hello. It is a new day. It is a new time. It is a new era for WWE. Well, no, it's not. I lied about all that, Trevor, because same old ass company with the same old ass takes with the same old ass policies. We're going to talk about the fallout of the Brock Lesnar situation. We're also going to talk a little bit. I'm not going to share too much about SummerSlam. Trevor, feel free to go off on SummerSlam as much as you want. But there's obviously a lot to get into today. And like so much more, luckily, so much more going on in the wider world of professional wrestling outside of WWE. And we're glad that you're here to spend it with us.
Absolutely. How you doing over there, Homer?
I'm good. I'm really pissed off at WWE for ruining wrestling.
They've been doing that for years now. Aren't you used to it now?
No, like we'll get into it in a sec, but I look blessed as a human being. A little less blessed as a wrestling fan today than I was just the other day, but it is what it is. How about you, man?
Being an adult. That's all I'll say. Being an adult.
I need an adult.
Yeah.
This is some adult stuff we're gonna talk about right off the rip. Trevor, big stuff happened this past weekend at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar returned to WWE. One of the more shocking moves of the past couple of years in WWE. It seemed like because of his alleged involvement in the Vince McMahon sex trafficking lawsuit, he was persona non grata. Dave Meltzer reported that the decision came down very recently for Brock Lesnar to be approved by WWE Legal to essentially appear on TV. And Brock Lesnar, who again, for those who may not be aware, I've read the lawsuit. I've kind of like analyzed it, and essentially Brock Lesnar has been accused of being propositioned by Vince McMahon for sexual relations that were basically done in a setting where Janelle Grant was already in, like, doing all these non-consensual things for Vince McMahon. And he was being, and it's something that would have happened had it not been for Brock being too inebriated, and not basically showing up. There were some very weird text messages exchanged, and all of this was done in order to gain a favorable contract for WWE. Allegedly. That man is back. Trevor.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
So when I initially saw this, I watched, like we talked off air. I watched bits and pieces of SummerSlam. I was actually at work when it came on. It was on my phone. I was listening to it. And although I'm not going to really talk about the matches on some SmackDown, Lord, SummerSlam, but the John Cena Cody match, I have to give credit where credit's due. That was an amazing match. I was actually very surprised by it. Very good. But you ruined something that could have been more by bringing out Brock Lesnar, and I know we're gonna get a lot of flack for this, a lot of comments from these stands, from these marks that know absolutely nothing about real life situations and are just fans of the character. You can't be mad at Hulk Hogan. He was what he did for wrestling. No. And then there's the guys that, oh, Brock Lesnar is a great wrestler. He's done so much for wrestling. How dare you get mad at him? Those were alleged. You can't get a mad at someone for something alleged to happen, right? 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 I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this sincerely and with all honesty. We joke a lot on this show, and we have a good time, but I'm going to be completely serious for the next 5 minutes. Anyone that endorses Vince McMahon, Brock Lesnar, Hulk Hogan, or anyone that does some of the heinous things these men are were like represented or known for doing or proven to be done. I want nothing to do with you. I want nothing I have nothing to say to you. I don't even think you're worthy of being a person at this point. Like whether it's alleged or not, there was something that implicated him to said situation. And he may not have done it, whatever, but he was in the situation. Anyone that's okay with this, and if you read some of the reports and anything, Sable, what him and Sable were not was actually separated for a minute before allegedly
Allegedly.
for something. It, I mean, something happened. So honestly, I think it's bringing him back is kind of reprehensible, and it actually kind of showcases what um Triple H is actually really doing with the company, honestly, in a whole. It's no, there's no excuse for that in my mind.
It it's a wild move. And I think is representative though of like a larger issue with. I mean, it's not just like wrestling or WWE. It's like dog. It's like society, dog. Like
It's society, yeah,
it's society. Like Donald Trump was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Like
yep,
you know, and he's the president of the United States, and you got people riding hard, yeet,
yep.
like for that man, and and like you know like obviously it's like not even like fuck politics, right? But like it's like it's a societal issue because like if you say anything, if you're like hey yo Brock Lesnar was on some weird shit and maybe WWE should bring him back, Trevor, what are you? Oh, you little pussy, you woke
Right,
bitch, you woke like lib or whatever the fuck, like dog, like I've seen like the reaction was crazy. The reaction is crazy, Trevor, because SummerSlam happens. Like we all had our reaction. It was a crazy moment, unexpected, and then the realization sets in where you're like, "Oh man, Brock Lesnar, who is accused of like the things that Brock Lesnar has been accused of, he was involved with, like the things that he's been involved with, is like he's back, and WWE is touting this, and
right,
and like we'll talk about the WWE piece of this in a separate topic, but as a society, man, like the fact that so many people were cool with if you're there for the memes, you're there for the reaction, separate thing.
right.
Whatever. I got no smoke for you, but if you are actively on Twitter like looking for people to who are critiquing this move by WWE or critiquing their involvement with Brock Lesnar. We're saying that it's whack, it's weird, it's disgusting, and you're out here like, oh, look at these woke little pussies what on Twitter. Dog, you are like I saw so many soy bitches, bro. So many soy dudes who were like out here just going like, oh my goodness, look at all these. Like I'm like, shut the fuck, bro. No one cares. Like no one cares about like your little opinion. Like I have never seen so many people ride so hard for a company that they are not being paid by. That for a company that they are not a part of, for a company that is not benefiting them financially or otherwise, for a person in Brock Lesnar that you do not know. You don't know
No,
Brock Lesnar. You don't know him personally. You don't know him privately. You barely know him publicly because the man is basically a ghost unless he's on television. So don't come at me with Brock has done X, Y, and Z. I don't care. You don't know him. I don't know him. All we know about him personally are the things that have been reported on about him, and based off of those things, he is involved in some weird stuff.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't be controversial to say that. And if you're out here still talking that talk, like about, oh my God, look at this reaction. He's dog, shut up. And the other thing, man, we'll talk about. I want to get your thoughts too. I'm sorry. The other thing is, there's so many people, bro. The Fed state media is already running wild, bro. Because I have seen people today talk about, there's a situation right now developing with AEW where the AEW has requested a redacted version of like their, I believe it's their formation company like charter or something, that basically they're trying to redact some information that shows who exactly owns AEW and whatnot, right, who's on the board or whatever, which is a worthy topic of conversation. There are seriously people online who are comparing these two situations. If you were out there and you were comparing AEW just being like, we don't want to release like who's on our board for privacy reasons or whatever the reason is, we don't know, compared to WWE bringing back someone who's accused of doing the things Brock Lesnar is accused of, WWE cozying up to Donald Trump, WWE canceling their press conference, Trevor, because Triple H said, I'm not taking no questions.
Oh, no, hell no.
If you are in any way, shape, or form comparing these things, I genuinely, dog, I really, really, like, cannot comprehend, like, your train of thought. It is insane. You are, like, you gotta go back to square one, bro. You gotta go back to square one. You gotta go back, pick up the pencil. What's that Eminem line? Here, it's like, here's a tip, dog. Or take this pen. Oh, hold up, no. It's like, here's a pencil. Then do.
Oh, you talking about?
I forgot the line. Oh, I was cooking too. Anyway, whatever. Don't put it down until something don't hit you. You can take the mic home with you, looking like a cyclone hit you. Tank top screaming lotto, I don't fit you. Trevor.
No, I mean you hit it on the head. Like we don't know these people, right? We don't. And I guess the same could be said for us, right? Like we have a belief that this person did X, Y, and Z, but we don't. We allegedly believe that this happened. We don't know it, but we form an opinion. It's society in general. Like I mean, but like you said, society, our society, unfortunately, is very forgiving against people who are pieces of shit. It upsets me greatly. Like I mean, like me and you are the ones that are like the anomalies here. We're the minorities in a lot of these situations because we see what people we hear stories and until that person's proven innocent, we tend to be like, yeah, screw that guy. But everyone else out here, oh, American hero, we want this guy. This guy is great. You don't understand great wrestling. You don't understand great anything because this guy, blah 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 blah. And it seems like every injuncture, or every problem or anything they did is out the window. And I just don't get that. And it's not, like you said, it's not just wrestling, it's reality too. I can't believe the amount of people outside the courthouse saying free Diddy. That's insane to me. That's insanity to me. Insane. The people that are like, oh, you need to release R. Kelly too. Why?
Bro, we already decided that one. Let that throw that man under the jail, bro.
Need to release R. Kelly.
Release R. Kelly is crazy in 2025.
And to me, I mean, this is a separate issue, but we can talk about it later. But it's a lot with R. Kelly that needs to happen. But
like we're talking about the president of the United States is talking about, well, like I could pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, who's like the right-hand woman to Jeffrey Epstein. But like dog, we are like as a society, we're cooked. As a society,
We're
we're
cooked.
cooked. Like this goes beyond wrestling. I know we're like a wrestling show, whatever. But bro, like
Right. But
we
this is just
as an
actual
empire,
fact.
like the empire is over. We're cooked. As in, like America,
We're cooked.
we're not in a good place right now.
Like, I mean, it's one of those things where you're like, okay, prime example. Prime example. Like you were talking about reality. We're talking about like, how cooked we are. Dog, do you know one of the most popular characters in the Batman universe? It's not even Batman. It's the Joker. And
Yeah.
he's a homicidal, genocidal. He's a misogynistic. He treats women terrible. There are hoodies all around the world that I've seen on different sites. They say my Harley Quinn and his Harley Quinn, my Joker. Like, come on, bro. Like, who wants that relationship?
You see that
Who wants
video?
that?
There's like a video of there's like a video of Diddy from a couple of years ago, just roaming the streets of Manhattan in full
Yeah,
Joker makeup. That is
I
scary.
did see that.
That is scary. That is wild. That is wild.
But the reason I mentioned any of that because like you said, reality. Like the reality is the people we're fucked. Like, you know what? Dogs have it really figured out. They do. They go out, they take a poop, they roll in the grass, they enjoy sun, they eat, they come back in. Dogs have it. Dogs are so much better than people. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Animals in general.
Yeah. Shout out to dogs,
You
man. Shout out to dogs. Hey, shout out to
you
my
good?
dog. My main dog over here. My dog. Um,
Good?
yeah, I mean, and this gets to like a larger, and we'll get to the chats, guys. I promise. We're just gonna like I think talk through some of this stuff, and then hopefully get to some lighter stuff. But I mean, I do think it's important to touch on like WWE right now is a joke, Trevor. I can't take this company seriously for multiple reasons. Number one, dude, the entire point about professional wrestling is that it is supposed to. Sorry, I'll be right back. I have to go check on something. Trevor, can you take over real quick?
Yeah. I got it. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. So, like Omer's saying, like I honestly agree 100%. Like things like wrestling, things like comic books, movies, things like that are supposed to take you from reality, not bring reality like full circle, because that's exactly what it is. Like it's bringing reality full circle. Is it people like Omer said many times, like we're cooked. We're absolutely screwed. There is no way in absolute two hells that like if you talk about the bigger picture that a guy like Donald Trump should be president. Like he literally said all the most heinous things he possibly could say and still got voted. He still got elected. He proved a point. He's smarter than them. Yes. Yes, Wall Street money. He's finally gone. Anyway. Um but yeah, it's actually ridiculous. I'm gonna try to read some of these chats actually. If we don't get to all your chats, guys, don't get offended. It's a bunch of them up here. So, and we appreciate. If you don't know, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everything you guys do and say, and the time you guys take to write the stuff down. Though, but and actually, we're probably talking about having a fan appreciation show for you guys because you guys really are part of the main reason we're here. We enjoy doing this because of you guys. So bear with me. I'm gonna start reading some. Let's see. Michelle, guys, I have come to realize fandom is weird because when our truth was realized, the fans were outraged. Released. I'm sorry, released. I can't read. When our truth was released, fans were outraged, rightfully so. But I don't sense that same level of outrage when it comes to Brock Lesnar. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong at all. Like most WWE fans don't give a damn that Brock Lesnar's back. They're actually happy about it, which is sickening.
Yeah.
Um, of course, Wall Street Money says, Omar, you're not tough, bro.
Man, Wall Street money, come find me, bro. Come find me, bro. I'm coming to Toronto. I'm coming to the Six. I'm rolling through. I wear my Kendrick Lamar shirt. I'll rap, bro. I'll rap. Let's go. Let's go. What you mean, bro? What you mean?
uh, Castellan Daniel Garcia that says the WWE is now is to have more advertisements and scripted moments. Of course they are. Like, dude, they have a table that has Slim Jim on it. Are you serious right now? Surprised the referees do not have advertisements on their shirts. Actually, I was actually surprised that the chairs didn't have advertisements on it, to be honest with you. Like the amount of advertisements you're gonna see in this going forward is absolutely crazy. Um, hello, Charco. How are you? Thank you, Carco, whatever that is. Thank you for being here. Um, guys, I can read. Trust me, I just can't see. Uh, Garcia says again, Punchline is a wild Joker girlfriend. Yes, absolutely. If you guys have ever read the Punchline comics, absolutely insane.
You said,
Uh,
Omar, turn off the camera. My eyes. What do we got here?
okay,
We got
Sharon
Sharon saying,
says,
"Don't mix politics with wrestling. Just stay watching what you want to watch. Stop being so hateful." Tell that to WWE. They're the
I
ones who are
mean,
mixing politics with wrestling.
who-
They're the ones who are who have Donald Trump on
exactly,
TV. They're the ones who are talking about nah, bro. Triple H is the
exactly.
one who's at the
No,
fucking council. Nah. Like, don't
we
gaslight
can't do
me,
something
Sharon.
that hasn't already
Don't
been done.
gaslight me, Sharon. Don't do that now. Nah.
We, we can't do something that we cannot do something that hasn't already been done. Donald Trump has been on wrestling TV for years. Like we have wrestlers running for office. Are you shitting me
Politics.
right now?
Yo, it's the same motherfuckers who say oh, they need to stop mixing sports with politics. And then no, what's his name? Noah Bosa or Nick Bosa or whatever the fuck. He comes out
Yeah.
wearing his MAGA hat and they're like, yeah, look how strong he is. Shut the fuck up, dog. Like,
Kobe
yo,
Covington,
shut
another
the
one,
fuck up,
another
man.
snowflake.
People, no,
But
deadass. People are so people's brains are so cooked. Like they don't even follow their own logic anymore, dog.
no.
It's
It doesn't
wild,
make any
man.
sense.
It's
Yes,
wild.
this is wrestling. This is so entertainment. But at the same token, dude, why am I rooting for somebody in his in his personal life does bogus bullshit? Like why? Why would I do that?
Dog, make America fit again. You know who's on Donald Trump's health council? Triple H, known steroid user. LT, known steroid user, drug abuser, and alleged abuser of women, underaged women. RFK, who's one of the most unhealthiest dudes I've ever seen, man. Come on,
Okay.
bro. We got.
Hold on. I got.
Oh, I love listening to Omar. My volume at 0. Nah, you're not gonna rage bait me.
I gotta say something. Okay, so you say wrestling, don't mix wrestling and politics. Don't do this. Now, my question is, do you mix politics with your sports? Do you sit there and pick your sports team apart? Do you do things like that? Because if that's the case, you need to stop watching it. If you get that mad at your teams and stuff like that, you need to stop watching it. You can't say people don't do these things. Like, why are you watching us if we don't sit down and pick it apart or whatever? But here's what's funny though, to Sharon and to Rice on 24. If you have a problem with what we say, there's a good way of fixing that. You can turn it off.
Yeah, Trevor,
You can turn it
what's
off.
what's that right there, Trevor? What's that right there?
It's the door. Is the
Yep.
door. Like we don't get paid to do this, but this makes us happy. We do this, and we have a buttload of people that sit there and watch us. And we're down to 30, so apparently down to 27. So apparently you listen to me.
Dog said.
But thanks for the views, though.
Dog said. Boycott Activision said. Dude's council is the Legion of Doom. It's Omer is a New Japan nationalist. Not nationalist. No, I'm a New Japan Pro Wrestling supremacist in the world of wrestling. Keith says, "Stop crying, stop typing, dog."
Right, exactly. Stop crying.
All right.
Stop typing.
Look, man. I mean, the other thing is we do got to get into this, man. And thank you for covering while I was indisposed. WWE used to have these press conferences. They would invite media in. They would have people fly across the country and do these media press conferences after the show. And what a lot of people don't know is that WWE media is like the benefits to it are not as big as people would think, right? Unless you're there to do it as like a cool thing, it really serves very little benefit. The only thing that can really make you money or even like remotely help you as a member of the media, especially independent smaller media groups, the only thing that's like worthwhile for you is to go out there and like shoot interviews, like do like little clips or shorts, and then like obviously do the press conference afterwards, because that's one of the few times that their audiences have access to people like Triple H, to people like Cody Rhodes, and etc. So that's like the only real advantage of doing media. So and they've had for the big five pay-per-views, they've had these press conferences. Yet WWE decided on Saturday afternoon, after all of these people had already flown out, after all these people had spent money to come out and be members of the media for SummerSlam, they were told there would be no press conference. And instead, Triple H would come out after each night and just do a, like a post show at like a studio location right outside of the stadium. And the question night one was like, why? Well, why is this happening? Like, what's going on? A lot of confusion. I think after night two, Trevor, we kind of found out a reason. Triple H did not want to answer questions about this. And why would they? Why would WWE want to answer questions about this? Because it's not like Triple H to this day has been able to answer a single fucking question about any precarious or legal situation that WWE has been involved in with any form of like rationality or sympathy.
Right.
This is the same dude who said that who he was asked by, I believe, Seahawk, who's a fantastic content creator. He was asked at one of the media conferences last year at the Rumble, what is WWE doing to protect, the talent, the staff backstage? And he said, everything. Yet, Brock Lesnar, about a year and a half later, walks back in. Yeah, everything.
Mm.
We're supposed to believe that this company changed, Trevor. We're supposed to believe that they are making improvements. When this was like, and like people think like this is not just a one-off thing with WWE. WWE as a culture, like has a rot culture, man. It is a rot culture. Like we're
Absolutely.
talking about not beyond Vince McMahon. We've all heard the stories about John Laurinaitis past the Janelle Grant stuff. We've all
Yep.
we've all like known about like the very damning allegations regarding the Ring Boy scandal, which Trevor, to this day, like that's one of the few things I look back at, the Ring Boy scandal, and I am like, I genuinely don't understand how this came out and this did not sink this company. Because what was happening under Vince McMahon's watch and Vince McMahon's knowledge, I don't know many men who could have had that going on and still have people defending his legacy to the degree that people defend Vince McMahon's legacy.
Dude, like I said last week, I told you I had a friend that actually said, well, a person that I know that actually said like something crazy out his mouth, like comparing himself to Vince McMahon. I'm like, that's just insane. But like this, like you said, what can you say? What can you say about like a decision that you know is going to be controversial? You notice the decision was going to be controversial in the first place, so of course you're not going to accept any type of questions. You're not going to answer any type of questions because you know whatever. And at the same token, you're like you're smart viewers. I'm not gonna wrestling fans. I'm not saying everyone's dumb. I'm not. But you have your fans that like some of these guys on our chat that just believe it's just wrestling. They just want to take it for what it is, take it for wrestling, and keep it that way. Then keep these people out the public eye. Keep this stuff from happening. Stop. Don't be a jackass or don't be a piece of shit, and you won't get talked about. Like I mean, that's pretty much how it is. Like you're fine with these people not you're not having any human decency to like take to not like be pieces of scum. Like you're okay with that. Like why are you okay with that? I'm not getting that. And honestly, I don't typically go at individuals in our chat, but I definitely am going to go at one of them because you literally sit there and you literally, and we don't have the chats
Oh,
up anymore for good reason,
yeah, I gave Sharon a week off.
but Sharon, you're literally going to sit there and say, I'm a fan of the Giants. Stop. Stop right there. I don't need to hear anything else because you're a fan of the Giants. One, they suck, and two,
Okay.
you had a literally known piece of human excrement that beat his wife before the game and came out and played, and they did nothing to him. The kicker, they did nothing to him. So you know what that tells me? I don't have to talk to you anymore because your opinion is moot and none and void. And like no, like don't need to talk to you anymore. Anyone that literally sits there and like defends like garbage, I don't have to talk about it anymore. But no, to your point though, Omar, you're absolutely right. Like this is like I know most people disagree with us, and I know we're gonna get a lot more flack than we have been, but this this is one of those things that this was a wrong decision. This was not a right decision. Yes, I know Cena wants to compete against people he had great,
Maybe.
but
Maybe.
I mean that's what they're saying. They're saying
All I
Cena
know is
act.
John
Yeah,
Cena is a guy who has a very known reputation to when he is asked, "What do you want to do?" He tells people, like he tells WWE creative and everyone, "Well, what do you want me to do?" All I
right.
know is that last year when John Cena was asked about dream list of opponents, whatever they want,
Yeah,
John Cena
yeah.
is the very definition of a company guy, which is why he was around for as long as he was and why he was at top for as long as he was, in addition to his talent. John
Absolutely.
Cena, one would think, would not have gone out there and been like, I'm gonna die on this hill. In my view, I think it was very convenient that Triple H, someone who is, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like Triple H has such a smug, smart ass way about him. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's such a smug, smart ass way about him. He did this shit when the R-Truth thing happened too. Because notice,
Yeah, he did.
when the R-Truth thing happened, R-Truth gets fired. Or sorry, excuse me. His contract was not renewed, and the news came out. He broke it, and he spoke about it. And then they bring him back because the fans obviously were like, well, this seemed kind of off. This seemed kind of weird. It seemed kind of unceremonious, whatever. Talent were angry. Talent voiced their opinions to management. And then what happened? They brought him back. And at the press conference, when they brought him back, Trevor, what did Triple H say? He said something to the effect of, don't believe everything you read. Enjoy the ride.
Right.
Implying that it was part of the plan. And R-Truth went on Twitter that night and said, that was not part of the plan. No, no, no. If it wasn't for y'all, I would not be here.
Exactly.
As a shoot. So Triple H is known to like lie when confronted about these moments. He's known to like, I'm just saying. And like, it's super weird, man. It is super weird to see all of these people come out the woodwork to defend the largest billion-dollar wrestling company in the world. Vince McMahon, Brock Lesnar, Triple H have money and resources out the wazoo that we could never dream of. And
Right.
people go out of their way to defend them. And not just that like it was like not just defend him and not just defend them, but make stuff up about, like, it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird. You're weird if you do that. Like, you can be, if you want to dive in and analyze the facts of the situation, sure. But dog, if you're out here just like shooting from the hip like a Triple A, everyone's picking on WWE. Oh my goodness, the billionaires. Oh, Trevor, the
We're picking on rich
billionaires.
people.
Oh, come on, man. It's just gross. It's gross, man. Some of the stuff I've seen, it's genuinely like it's genuinely like sickening, man. Some of the stuff I've seen online about this, like, I won't name any more names. I've named them on other streams, but like it's
Right.
just it's whatever.
Yeah, man, It's yeah. I don't agree with it. Uh, I probably won't be watching it. So whatever.
Yeah. We do have Ryan Davis saying, "I like Trevor's T-shirt. First Nightmare was historic."
It was one of my favorites. Was one of my favorites.
Does it feel like SummerSlam season now? Global brand. Yeah,
Go.
global brand. It's crazy, man. AEW though, it has things happening. Trevor, Forbidden Doors a couple of weeks away. Trevor, I got a question for you.
Absolutely.
Do you think Forbidden Doors kind of like an overplayed topic at this point, or an overplayed like concept for a pay per view? Because
I
I
don't
feel it
know.
doesn't have the magic that it used to, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. Like, I mean, because the first one, of course, is always going to be the best one, right? Like, the
Oh yeah.
first one's always going to be the one that, brings it to light because the concept of two different, fact, different promotions, two different stars from different facts of life come into, wrestling is fun. It was very fun. I mean, it's still fun to think about it, but at the same time, like I get what you're saying. Like I feel like Forbidden Door shouldn't be one of their mainstream pay per views. I feel like it should be a gift, pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. You know what I mean? Like you guys are good friends. You know what? You celebrate the product. Let's give you this like every 2 years or something like that. You know what I mean? Like something special. But normally you get good matches. Though. You definitely do get good matches from Forbidden Door.
Mm.
So yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you though.
It's a weird thing because like Forbidden Door is still like one of like it is genuinely one of their most successful pay per view events,
It really
just
is.
financially, and from a like I think like behind it, definitely behind All In. All In is definitely their biggest show of the year, but outside of All In, if you look at ticket sales, if you look at pay per view buys and all the success that goes along with it, it's Forbidden Door is like their second big pay per view. And that's just always
It is.
been the
It is.
case. Like they've sold nearly 14,000 seats or tickets for the show they have coming up in London. They, last year sold like 11,000. The year before that was like 12. The year before that it was like
Mhm.
16. Like it's a very successful show for them, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. And but I do
I
think at the same time that the it's weird because at the same time it does feel like I'm like, what's forbidden now? Like what are the? There's no dream Forbidden Door matches left, you know?
I agree with Ryan Davis. Honestly, like Forbidden Door should include other promotions. Like I mean, wrestlers from other promotions. I think that's cool. I think that'd be a cool one. Like this Forbidden Door is going to include this promotion, and the next one this promotion. You know what I mean? Like I think that would work. Honestly, that would help keep it fresh and keep it exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I I also think, I mean, part of it is like the downward spiral that New Japan has been on. Like New Japan just has not been able to make as big
Hmm.
stars as they used to. I do think like they need to find a
No,
way
they
to
haven't.
like better integrate Stardom talent, because you have so many like awesome Stardom talent.
Hmm.
It's just it's a matter of like highlighting them on AEW TV more, and like not that they're not highlighted. Like I know a couple of them showed up in the Casino Gauntlet match at All In, but I'm talking about promo packages. I'm talking about vignettes. I'm talking about like really introduce them, because not a lot of people, are like it's just a matter of fact, right? Not as many people are watching Stardom now as we're watching, New Japan Pro Wrestling right before AEW was around. And a lot of the original dream matches for Forbidden
Absolutely.
Door were matches that people were interested in seeing, coming out of like those glory years of New Japan in the late 2010s. So you have to find a way to reconcile that. You have to find a way to make those matches appealing to an audience that may not be as familiar, you know?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, I mean, uh, I totally agree. I'm not sure what's going on with New Japan, but like, it's not the same. And like you said, you should be able to introduce fans to new indie talent, and that's what I love about Forbidden Door in the first place. Like they introduced the world, like I mean, the people that didn't know introduced the world of Will Ospreay. when he fought when he wrestled against Freshly Squeeze on Cassidy. Like, I mean, a lot of people didn't know these guys before then. And then they started integrating them more into AEW and more into the mainstream. Like, I mean, Forbidden Door did his job, but now I feel like it's just like you said, it's just not the same. I feel
Yeah.
like if they did Ryan's idea, like I said before, I feel like that would help it. You know what I mean? It'll help it a lot.
Yeah. I think that yeah, they have to find a way to keep it fresh. Like it's still like a cool concept that can work. It's just I mean, unless they somehow do something with WWE, I don't think it's gonna be as big as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a
No, not
super
at all.
chat here from Wall Street Money. Shout out to Wall Street Money, 6.99 Canadian.
Like Wall Street.
I don't care about politics, but the booking is just atrocious right now. The whole Brock return was just shock value. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing we didn't touch on, man. Had they left, the Cody Cena match was perfect in my view. It was as perfect as that match could ever be. It was a fantastic match, 5 stars, all that stuff. WWE always has a tendency, Trevor. They don't leave well enough alone. They don't. If something like allowing that to breathe, man. John Cena's final SummerSlam, it didn't need Brock to return. You didn't need a big
No,
moment at the
it
end,
did.
man. And this is what I'm saying, man. We're wrestling fans. We are wrestling fans. The big moments, all that stuff is part of it. But not every single night needs a swerve. Not every single night
No.
needs that moment. Not every single event needs an
SummerSlam had his
angle.
big moment.
You know?
His big moment happened Saturday, and that's what you needed. It needed to stay at.
Yeah.
That's where it needed to stay. It didn't need. It didn't need Brock. Like, what's his name? Seth Rollins cashing in was the big moment. Like that's all you needed. You didn't need anything else.
Well, no. How dare you? How dare you say that? I'll have you know that that we needed the Oracle and the visionary Seth Rollins in order to
That's
enjoy
what.
SummerSlam. Jesus.
Well, that's what I said. That we don't need the Seth Rollins was all we needed. We don't need another big moment.
Yeah, man. It's wild. Okay, this is very bad timing, but I just got a work notification, so I have to head out in like 10.
Okay,
Sorry
gotcha.
about that. It's I'm not happy about it
You're
either.
you're letting your friends down. No.
I am letting my friends down. I'm letting everybody down. DM Hunk was laughing in the back. DM Hunk, CM Punk. Yes, CM Punk is crazy, man. CM Punk is going crazy. I bet you in the back. 100% agree with Trevor. Let NWA champions face AEW champions, or Riddle defend the MLW belt there. The real Forbidden Door. Yeah, I mean, I think part of it too is like establishing relationships with these other companies. I
Yeah,
mean, NWA
absolutely.
like offers no value at this point though. And
No,
dog.
unfortunately, no.
NWA's like biggest show, the year is coming up, like their big anniversary show. They sold like 300 tickets.
I don't even know who's in NWA anymore. To be
Who is
honest
the
with you,
NWA champion? Can you
I have no
guess?
idea.
Can you guess who the NWA World Heavyweight Champion is, Trevor? Just throw.
Uh,
Just I don't know either, but just throw out a guess. Throw out a guess.
I knew at one point. I don't. I have no idea. I have no clue.
Okay, Tom Lattimore. Do you remember who Bram was in TNA?
Oh no. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Bram from
That-
TNA is the
oh
NWA
wow.
World Champion.
Really? I
That's
didn't know he still wrestled.
I didn't know that either. Look, you're telling me for the first time. You're telling me for the guys. We're just finding out. I'm fine. What does it say? Look, I'm finding it out just as much as you guys are. This is crazy. This is
I
wild
had no
work.
idea.
Oh man, wow, Bram, dog.
Graham. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, and
Was
here
it Damian Sandow in NWA at one
he
point?
was an NWA. He was an NWA. That's crazy work. Tyrus, y'all thought Tyrus was still relevant. That's funny. Y'all thought Tyrus was it. Y'all thought Tyrus was in there, bro. Y'all really thought, man. Y'all really thought. Oh man.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's insane. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what do you think about Hangman Page's world title run so far?
Uh, I don't know if this probably isn't the right word to use. I mean, because he's only been checked what, a week, 2 weeks,
Mm.
but it seems like they're trying to calm it down now. Like I think like I don't know. I guess like tame it down a little bit. Like I mean, I get giving Moxley his rematch. I probably wouldn't have done it that way, but I give him his rematch. I want to know who his next big feud is. Honestly, then I can gauge it from there. But I'm almost certain it's probably MJF.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
Wrong guy.
MJF. I will say this. I don't think I don't think it's gonna be him cashing in though his
No,
contract.
no,
I
I don't think
think
so. I think that's the wrinkle. I think that's the little caveat that he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna cash it in.
I will say it's a very interesting next couple of shows for AEW because we got Forbidden Door in the UK, where I think
Mhm.
the most likely opponent is probably MJF. Um, so that
I
would
don't know.
be
I feel like I would draw that out a little bit, honestly.
well.
But
I think MJF's gonna earn an opportunity next week, or this week, I should say, for the title. But I think they're gonna do that, and then obviously you have next couple of months the big match for Toronto. I think is gonna be Cope and Cage reuniting. Cope and
at
Cage.
some point, yeah, at some point, hopefully soon.
And then after that, you're gonna have the St. Louis show, Wrestle Dream, and then after that, Trevor, they was just announced yesterday, Full Gear is coming back to Newark, New Jersey.
Full gear.
Which, if y'all remember, 2022, Full Gear, a certain scumbag won the AEW World Championship in that
Sure
arena
did.
at that show.
Sure did.
And
Your
what
favorite scumbag, actually.
Wall Street Money says, MJF did nothing wrong. I do love that shirt. It's a good shirt. MJF did nothing
I,
wrong.
I do like that shirt too. Here's an interesting question in the chat, good sir.
What's up?
What's your favorite babyface versus babyface match?
My favorite babyface person's babyface match? Hmm.
That was from Michelle. Michelle. Thank you for the question.
Like my favorite babyface match of all time? Or like I don't understand the question, I guess.
I think she means like babyface versus babyface, like two good
Oh.
guys. Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, look. Look. I could be an a-hole. I could be an a-hole and just say Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay. It's probably my
You
favorite
could be.
babyface
You
match.
could be. You could be an
Um
a-hole.
I would say like I mean I think Goldberg versus DDP is up there too. That was a
Yeah,
very
that's a
good
good one.
babyface
That was,
babyface match.
it really was.
From WCW Halloween Havoc '98. I think
I believe
that
so.
there was also like the other one that was like really dope was um what was it? It was Osprey Swerve last year at Forbidden Door. It was an insane babyface match. There have been a bunch of good ones. There've been a bunch of really good ones.
One of my all-time favorites is actually Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon. The second one anyway. Because he was a face then. Let's see. Uh, there's a couple that you can throw out there. But I seem to draw. Oh, um, let's see to draw a blank right now.
Oh, Cena versus
Uh,
Cody is definitely up there.
no, yeah, Cena vs. Cody is definitely up
It's
there. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely up there.
of course. And that's the thing. I don't know if I would call them both. They were never baby faces. They were always tweeners. But fan favorites, Austin and Rock. I mean,
Oh, Austin
it,
Rock X7 is definitely an all
it's
timer.
definitely a great one. Definitely a good one. But
Yeah,
you know,
man. Okay, I'm getting called. I'm sorry. Um, Trevor, what are you watching these days, my guy?
you know what? I gotta be honest. I have not really been watching a lot of TV lately. I've been trying. But I've been watching a lot of reruns. Oh, I've started watching the new season of King of the Hill.
I was king of the hill. Now I'm king of the mother loving trap.
Yeah,
You ever see? You ever listen to Hank Trill?
it's hilarious.
Oh,
It's so funny.
purple propane, Bob. Uh,
It's actually not bad. It's actually interesting.
Yeah, it's like how
Hank
is that
still is
dynamic with them like all being older?
Hank is still a cantankerous. Oh, he's more
It's
cantankerous
like
now.
I've
He gets
always
more
been an old man, Bobby.
because like they were in they were overseas. They were in Saudi Arabia, and now they're back in Texas, and like everything's changed. It's hilarious. He's just complaining about everything because they were there before they left before Uber and like rideshare was a thing. So he's taking the rideshare. It's like, oh, this is supposed to be easy as a taxi. I feel like this is more complicated. He was complaining the whole way. I have a car. I have a truck.
I've got a truck, Bobby.
Is hilarious. And my boy Bobby, he's a chef now. So that's
I'm a
funny.
chef. Daddy, I'm a chef.
And it's so funny to hear that my purse. Don't grab my purse. I don't know
I don't know
you.
you.
It's so
Oh,
funny to see that dynamic. So
I do
it's
like that they
it's
made them
not
like
bad.
a little older. They added some like they added a little bit of juice to it.
Yeah, because Bobby is actually 21 supposed to be. So
I can drink beer.
so it's actually not terrible.
That's dope.
It's interesting.
I'm watching a lot of old school WCW.
Oh yeah.
Just watch Chi-Town Rumble '89, classic match
Okay.
between Ricky Steamboat and the Nature Boy. Woo! Ric
Uh,
Flair.
that was actually a good one.
Dog.
Definitely a good one. I remember that match.
Crazy,
Never
man.
seen that match.
Wrestling, bro. Wrestling was so good in
I was
'89.
actually watching some stuff on some old school stuff when they're talking about Bobo Brazil and if any people who don't know who Bobo Brazil was, he was a black wrestler, good guy, good wrestler. Yeah, watching a bunch of good stuff. It's interesting stuff.
Yeah. All right, Trevor, you got anything else you want to say? You want to crash out of Brock Lesnar in WWE again?
Oh, I crashed out. I think I crashed out enough. WWE will not be getting my business. Good day, sir. No,
I say
I
good day. I say good
said
day.
I said good day,
I
good
say good
day.
day.
But no. I mean, what else can be said? Nothing else can be said. And guys, we love your opinions, no matter how wrong they might be. We love to get your feedback. And the people that are still in the chat, thank you for being you guys. You guys are awesome. Those who are gone and rewatch this, you know what you can do. Like, share, subscribe.
And go over to youtube.com/OT Graps for more. Ah. Yeet. All right. Until next time, guys. I got to run. Be happy. Be healthy. As always, keep it real.
And love those who far, I love those who far, hug those who close, and take care of yourselves, guys.
Yeet.
Ugh.